Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new here. I'm Anna, author of the website russianvagabond.com, all about life, study and work in Germany and Austria. And today we are gonna be right on point. We are gonna be talking about differences between Germany and Austria, or Austria and Germany. Isn't there any difference at all? As a foreigner, you probably see these countries like quite the same, but as I'm living in Austria right now and I lived for 3 years in Germany, I can tell you there are definitely some significant differences, and I'm gonna be talking about them in this video. The first and very important for many foreigners when it comes to move abroad, what about cost of living? The cost of living in Germany and Austria, a little bit same, but I will tell you that in Austria it's more expensive. Germany is more affordable. It's also very relative, because if you are choosing living in Munich in Germany, it will be same as in Austria. So Munich is most expensive city in Germany, and the rest of this, of course, more affordable than in Austria. I compared prices in a resource, Numbeo. I will link below this resource. It's a very helpful website, and I figured out that also groceries, for example, are 20% more expensive in Austria than in Germany. Rents are more expensive. Restaurants 9% more expensive in Austria than in Germany. Most of the prices are 5% more expensive than in Germany. But I noticed significant difference in some products, some grocery products. They are 30% more expensive in Austria than in Germany, such as milk, eggs, meat, cheese. But also fitness clubs, so membership in fitness clubs is 30% more expensive in Austria than in Germany. The next, on my website, I'm talking a lot about study abroad. What about education and student life in both of these countries? So Germany is very renowned for foreign students. It's got a lot of foreign students each year. Currently there are 350,000 of foreigners studying in German universities. It's very good quality, it's very affordable, and it's just well known. The education in Austria is underrated because it's free for citizens of European Union, and for citizens of non-EU countries you need to pay only 750 euro per semester, which comes to around 1,500 euro per year. So if you're a EU citizen and you want to study in public university, you can do it for free, for totally free in Austria. In Germany you pay just around 100 or 350 euro per semester, and it doesn't depend on your nationality. I think it's a huge opportunity for foreign students. However, you will need to pay 20 euro contribution cost. Basically, if you're a foreigner, you will pay in the Austrian universities only 20 euro per semester. That's actually what I pay. I'm studying University of Applied Science, and I pay 20 euro per semester. Whereas in Germany, I would pay, I would say, 300 euro per semester. In fact, right now there are 30,000 of people from Germany, Germans, who study in Austria, because Austria don't have a numerous Klausur. So numerous Klausur, or ANC, I will write it down here, limited places for a particular major at universities. A lot of German universities practice numerous Klausur, so they have, for example, only 100 places available for medicine subjects, so they only accept 100 people, but they also accept these 100 people according to their notes. So their marks on average not good or a little bit worse, so they would not accept it, and we have to wait till next year. It's caused a lot of pain for German students, and it's why we moved to Austria, because Austria doesn't have numerous Klausur. They just accept as much people as they applied, and sometimes they also do some exams, some entrance exams for them, which I experienced, but it's usually quite uncomplicated exams, and then they enroll people accordingly to these exams. But they just don't have these limited places, so you have a big opportunities to study subjects, for example, like medicine, law, or social science. These subjects are almost always have numerous Klausur in Germany, and you have a really small chance to get there if your notes are not perfect. So for example, if your notes are not good, like not really the best, probably don't have any chance to study medicine in Germany, or you have to wait 10 years till you get your place because you will be in a waiting list. And I personally know some people who are in a waiting list and we just wait till its time come and then we go and study medicine. But we're already adult people, you know, it's quite late. The next, what are differences in career opportunities? You as a foreign professional, as an expat, you want to know where you will get the better job, the better salary, all the best. Germany and Austria are quite the same on this level, although Germany is of course more international because it has more international companies. Cities like Berlin, Munich, Hamburg have a lot of expats and foreign workers. But Austria also has really international companies and well-known companies, but you might probably don't know that they are Austrian, for example, like Red Bull or Swarovski or Raiffeisenbank. So these companies are Austrians and they work internationally. There are a lot of examples of such companies where you can actually work in Austria for another department in your country or in foreign country. There are a lot of companies who are working with US. So for US people, for Americans, there are a lot of opportunities in Austria, in Germany. But overall, Germany, of course, wins here, but it's just bigger, economy is bigger, it's obvious, but you will get opportunities in both countries. Although if you don't speak German, it might be difficult in both countries. And Germany will give you better opportunities. If you don't speak German, you will definitely have better opportunities in Berlin or in Munich, and also in IT, for example. Most of the time you don't need to speak German. In Austria it would be Vienna, where you want to try. It will give you the best opportunities if you want to work in the English language. Both of these countries are really good for IT specialists, scientists, medical workers, also finance, business, and logistics is huge. And of course, don't forget all these engineers professions, these all professions which both countries are needed, and you will have really good chance. So next one, what about visa? Because as a foreigner you will probably need a visa for both of these countries unless you're from European Union. Both of them of course all offer EU blue card, which is very well known, and most of the people apply for EU blue card for Germany. Austria, it's not really practiced that much, but we have EU blue card. Requirements are quite same. You have to have a salary of at least 55,000 euro, and if you're in the shortest professions you will need about 33,000 euro gross per year. It's quite difficult, I would say, because it's quite high salary for a professional also in Germany and in Austria. But Austria here has a different program which called Red White Card. This card will offer you also opportunity to stay and work in Austria, but you only need a salary around 2,000 euro per month, which is much more realistic salary to have in Austria. So in Germany, most of the foreign workers will apply for a EU blue card. In Austria, you can apply for a EU blue card or a red card, which is actually more common here. What about international life? How international all these countries? Yeah, it's no surprise. Germany is much more international. It has this huge influence by the immigrants. It accepts a lot of immigrants, especially from Turkey and Syria. There was in 2030 refugees time when they accepted over 1 million of refugees. So overall Germany is more international, but Austria is not contains of only Austrians. Austria also has many foreigners came here last century from Turkey, for example, because Austria accepted a lot of international workers, foreign workers to support the economy. So we accepted a lot of people from Turkey, from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Romania, from many Balkan countries, former Yugoslavia. So there are a lot of people from these countries, and you will not feel really isolated. Surprisingly enough, Austria has 4.5 immigrants on 1,000 of population, and Germany only has 1.5 immigrant on 1,000 of the population. the country. So numbers say that there are more foreigners living in Austria actually than in Germany. So I also already told you, in Austria you will find a lot of people from Balkans or from Turkey, when in Germany you will see a lot of people from Turkey, of course, but also from Syria and from Poland, Russia, and these are the main countries we have. Standard of living, I would say it's quite same, like it's high standard of living, it's very good life here, it's very good infrastructure. Although I have noticed that Austria does a little better in this. So Austrian city is a little bit more organized, it's a little bit more cleaner, and it has less poverty, people living in a higher standards. But of course it also has almost no refugees, only a little bit, and less social tensions. So only when you visit both countries you will probably notice some differences in the living standards and which one you will prefer for yourself. Location, like look at the map, we are all together in the center of the Europe, although Austria a little bit softer, a little bit eastern, when Germany has more like a western influence. If you like soft countries like Italy or Slovenia, Slovakia, you will probably prefer to live in Austria because it's so close to these countries. You can travel to Milan just in a couple of hours. You also can go to Switzerland and Slovakia, Bratislava, capital of the Slovakia. It's just 60 kilometers away from Vienna. So you basically can go over the weekend to Bratislava and save you some money. Germany will give you access to the Eastern Europe and to the Western Europe. If you like countries like France, for example, it has huge border with France, or Belgium, Netherlands, you will really enjoy this, enjoy your trips. Or you like Poland or Czech Republic, there you can also live in a really close by city. Some people might also live in other country and just daily commute to the work, you know, we live in Belgium and just commute to Germany. And you're just living in two cultures in the same time. In Austria you can also live in Slovenia or Slovakia. And a lot of people are living in Austria and working in Switzerland. This way also very common. Working opportunities are also very attractive in Switzerland, and if you like to live close by, I'm living just on the border with Switzerland, so basically you just can go to Swiss to work, to earn really good money and still enjoy your life in cheaper Austria. Landscape diversity, you know this, Austria is Alpine country, it's a landlocked, and Germany has a sea, has also mountains, has rivers, it's more diverse. I mean, who don't like mountains? For my opinion, Austria is more beautiful. I have lived in eastern Germany, close to Cologne, and I lived in Bavaria. Bavaria, for my opinion, was the most beautiful place in Germany. It's also very close to Austria, so nature tends to be a little bit same. In the north, you will see a lot of like wind and also just influence from the sea, but you will get also fish. That's an advantage. So nature can be different in Germany, and weather in the west of Germany, I experienced a lot of rain. In Austria, it rains so little in comparison to western of Germany, like close to the Netherlands. You can choose according to your preferences, but I would suggest Austria. It would be the better choice because Germany has many lakes, also many rivers and the hills and forests and many things, right? But Austria also has rivers, lakes, forest, it has high mountains, it has low mountains, it has hills and really beautiful mountain hills. If you really enjoy like hiking and exploring on your food, going for trips, for road trips or spending weekends in the mountains in the nice hotels, Austria will offer you so much in that point. Like, I can't recommend this enough. Food is also quite same, you know, they both focus on potatoes and meat especially is pork, but there are some differences between regions. For example, in Germany, in each region it has some traditions and some traditional dishes. In the north, for example, we eat a lot of fish and just dishes with fish, and in the south they eat a lot of pork, and it's called like deftige cuisine, so it's like hearty and warm and like made really it's cooked for a long time. So in the south we enjoy more like very comfortable food, and it's very similar to the Austrian cuisine, the Bavaria for example. But Austria has really good food, and very renowned dishes that came from Austria, like schnitzel or strudel, even croissant. I googled this, and croissant was founded in Austria. When Germany is the king of sausages, Germany has over 1,500 different kind of sausages. So if you're like a sausage guy, you like sausages, you have to go to Germany. And Austria has more diversity. It has many cakes and stews. So it's very similar to Bavarian food, but it's more diverse as Bavarian food, of course. But you will find like whatever you like, and many dishes will satisfy any person, I think. But overall, the both cuisines are very similar. Although I would say that bread is better in Germany, it has better variety, and overall it's just better. I really miss German bread because Austria don't have that much of breads. It's always only few of them, and the quality also I found better in Germany. There are also some difference in carnivals and festivals. In Austria we celebrate the Nicholas Day in the beginning of December. It's 5th and 6th December. We celebrate it with a Krampus. But in Germany, Nicholas Day is celebrated only with Nicholas as the main hero. In Austria you will see Nicholas and Krampus around him. So Krampus is a monster who was a company of the Nicholas according to traditions. And so they come to houses, to the people, they come to schools, they go and give some presents to the kids, like sweets and cakes and fruits and everything. The Krampus is really like tradition of Austria, Switzerland and south of Germany. And I think it's very interesting if you have this opportunity to see this parade when Nicholas goes with Krampuses together. It's very artistic, and I think it's very interesting as a foreigner to see. So Germany doesn't have this tradition as Austrians have. And the next difference, if you want to have a second passport, a dual citizenship, actually Germany will allow you to have this, but Austria would not, so you will need to give up your passport and accept the Austrians one. See it as a big disadvantage. Basically you just give up your passport and you have to stick to one for entire life. You need to do your choice. If you want to have your passport, you probably need to head to Germany. If you're okay to give up your passport, you can go to Austria. Also, if you want to have the citizenship by naturalization, you need to live in Germany 8 years, but in Austria you need to live here at least 10 years, what is also as a disadvantage for my opinion. The next point is the friendliness, how friendly people are. So Germany, of course, is also diverse. It has Bavaria, it has northern Germany, eastern, western, and everywhere people are different. In Austria, I think overall people are quite the same. And from my opinion, in Austria, they tends to be more friendlier, they are more in the south, so they tends to be more like in direction to Italians or maybe Slovenia, I don't know. And in Germany, especially in the north of Germany, people are they are more reserved. Like in northern nations, they tend to be less friendlier. So I also noticed that people in Bavaria have been more friendlier than in the north of Germany. I think more you go to the south of the world, the more friendly it goes. But it's only my opinion, so I would say the Austrians are a little bit more friendlier and more open to the people, and they are more likely to help you. They really like to help. And they just more smiling and enjoying life, you know, relaxing, like a little bit like Italian, more enjoying their time than in Germany. So this was all differences from my side. I also have a post on my website russianvagabond.com where you can read more about the differences. And I hope you like this video and you have now better overview of these both countries. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos about both of these countries, and also check out my website. And if you need any help with the immigration process, or just any questions related to Germany, to study or working there, just write me email and I will love to help you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.